Turn that stick. I'm about to f this cash up on a new. Yeah. Yeah.
Basketball fans, welcome to the Vancouver Island University Gymnasium, and a big hello to fans watching at home on PACWEST Live for this evening's PACWEST basketball matchup featuring the visiting Camosun College Chargers from Victoria and your VIU Mariners. The VIU Mariners recognize and appreciate the privilege to live, love, learn, and compete on the unceded territory of the Snuneymuxw First Nation. The strong partnership between VIU and Snuneymuxw provides a solid foundation for the success of the Mariners as students and athletes. Fans, we ask that you now rise if you are able and remove your headgear for our national anthem, O Canada. Thank you very much, everyone. And now, let's meet the starting lineups for both teams, beginning with the visiting Camosun College Chargers. At guard, number 3, Rhiannon Ware. At forward, number 4, Chelsea Espenberg. Center, number 7, Sadie McMillan-Stords. At forward, number 10, Madison Houts. And at guard, number 21, Allison Brinton. The Chargers are coached by Justin Thiessen, assisted by Tyson Stapley. The visiting Camosun College Chargers. And now, the starting lineup for your VIU Mariners. Fourth-year guard from Victoriaville, California, number 4, Renika Gaitan. Third-year guard from Abbotsford, number 8, Sydney Federley. Fifth-year guard from Klamath Falls, Oregon, number 2, Amber Lease. Fifth-year forward from Salt Spring Island, number 10, Kira Johnston. And fourth-year forward from Salt Spring Island, number 12, Chase Johnston, and your VIU Mariners.
All right, folks, good evening to this PACWEST women's basketball island rivalry matchup between the Camosun College Chargers, who are visiting the Vancouver Island University Mariners. Mariners get first possession off tip-off. Chase Johnson tries to put it up in the paint, but that gets sent out of bounds. Chargers to inbound on their baseline. Ware for the Chargers passes half court. Has Renika Guyton on her. Ware swings it to number 21 at the top of the perimeter. Drives, baseline, stopped by Amber Lease, has to kick out. Thrown back inside, and Amber Lease gets her first steal of the game. That adds to her league-leading steal total. Pass inside to Chase Johnston. She can't get the runner to go off the glass. Rebound, Chargers. Ware grabs the outlet pass, comes over half court. Guyton working on her. Thrown inside to Espenberg. And a charge gets called on Ware. She tried to drive to the hoop. Mariners to inbound on their baseline. Amber Lease takes it over half court and leaves it for Guyton. Screen there from Kira Johnston as Guyton drives baseline and touches it off the glass, but that one's no good. Rebound, Chargers. Chargers coming back down the other side in transition. Pull-up jumper from just inside the paint is no good. Brinton couldn't get that one to go. Guyton coming down the left side, tries to get a runner to go off the glass, but that one's no good. Rebound, Chargers. Houts coming back the other way. Takes a three-pointer. That one grazes the rim. S. Johnston with the rebound. Outletted to Lease, who has Ware working on her just past half court. Back to S. Johnston. Swung over to Guyton. Over to S. Johnston again, who drives into the paint. Can't get it to go off the glass. Rebound, Chargers. Chargers running in transition the full length of the court. Brinton can't get the runner to go off the glass. Doesn't get the foul call either. However, the ball goes off the Mariners, and the Chargers will inbound. Kira Johnston's going to take a quick breather here. Mariners guard Federley into the game for the first substitution. Brinton gets the inbound pass, drives into the paint. Chase Johnston gets a hand on it and comes up with the steal. Amber Lease gets fouled soon after. Gregory, who's also making her first appearance in this game, inbounds to Lease. Guyton from the corner three. That one's no good. Rebound, Gregory, who tries to put it up. Great defense there by McMillan Stowards for the Chargers. However, Guyton causes the turnover on the sideline. Mariners to inbound. Federley inbounds to Lease. Over to Gregory, swung to Guyton. Screen from Gregory. Guyton rolls to the basket. Nice left-hand layup. Goes off the glass. That's the first bucket on the board for the Mariners. Ware coming over the line. That's thrown down to Houts, who has Gregory on her. That's swung up top. Brinton drives baseline. Ware. Chargers trying to throw one up before the shot clock. That goes off the rim. Rebound, S. Johnston. Lease headmans it to the corner to Federley, who takes a three. That one's good for the Mariners. Sydney Federley with a beautiful corner three there. As Chargers inbound, Ware coming over half court has Guyton working on her. Houts has Gregory on her. Ball goes off Guyton, a little bit of a tie-up just inside the perimeter. Possession stays for the Chargers. Couple of substitutions as Renika Guyton's going to take a break for the Mariners. Chloe Skaber's going to come into the game. As Chargers drive. Can't get the layup to go. Amber Lease comes up with the rebound and immediately gets fouled. Federley also taking a break from that last Mariners substitution. CJ Buckets checks in for Federley. Lease comes up over half court, gives it to CJ Buckets. Thrown inside to S. Johnston, who drives. Nice two-handed finish there on the left side by S. Johnston. Brinton has at the top of the key. Has CJ Buckets working on her. That ball swung. Drive baseline for the Chargers. Number 9 can't get it to go. Bobrovsky. CJ Buckets with the running floater. Can't get it off the glass to go. Chargers coming back in transition. Brinton stops. Three-point attempt for the Chargers is good. McMillan Stowards with her first bucket of the game. Much needed 3 for the Chargers. Amber Lease comes up over half court. Gets a screen from S. Johnston. Gives it to Gregory at the top of the key, whose mid-range jumpers off. S. Johnston with the rebound, takes it back to the rack. Great defense there by the Chargers who come up with the rebound. S. Johnson is going to come up with the foul and is going to take a seat. Harriet McKenzie checking into the game for the first time. Michael comes up over the line, hounded by CJ Buckets, who knocks it loose but comes up out of bounds with the ball, so the Chargers are going to get a second chance on that one. An inbound just past half court. Inbounded to Ware. Thrown down to the baseline to Espenberg. Back up top to Michael, who takes the 3. That one's good for the Chargers. Tegan Michael with her first 3 of the game. Amber Lease comes up over half court. Thrown down on the block to Harriet McKenzie, who turns, spins baseline, and gets fouled. McKenzie making her first trip to the line. McKenzie is averaging almost 11 points in just over 14 minutes per game. Gets the second free throw to go. Chargers have it at the top of the key. Swung down to the corner. Drive into the paint for Michael. Michael gets it to go off the glass. Inbounded quickly to Lease. Mariners back in transition. CJ Buckets in the corner. Down low to Harriet McKenzie. Nice drop step. Gets fouled again. Another trip. That's 2 touches right after Harriet McKenzie comes off the bench. Her first 2 touches, inserting herself physically into this game and earning a couple trips to the free throw line. Chargers have a few of their players leading the league in rebounds. The Mariners, if they're going to want to come out of this game with a W, they're going to have to lean on players like Harriet McKenzie and some of their other bigger players so that the Mariners can squeeze those balls off misses and get some extra possessions. Harriet McKenzie can't get the second free throw to go, but knocks down the first. Ware coming back down for the Chargers, drives baseline. Can't get the layup to go off the glass. Great defense there by Gregory. Guyton finds Skaber in transition. Finds CJ Buckets at the three-point line. Can't get that one to go. Ware finds Michael in transition, who gets fouled by CJ Buckets. Not going to be a shooting foul. The refs deem that the foul on CJ Buckets came before Michael picked up or gathered the ball. So the Chargers are going to inbound on the baseline. Houts. Nice dump off into the paint. Layup can't go for Bobrovsky. Guyton with the rebound. Comes up over half court. Finds CJ Buckets in the corner, who takes a 3. That one's no good. Rebound, Gregory, and she puts it in off the glass. Mariners leading 12-8 with 3:40 remaining in the first quarter. Mariners are already in the bonus. It means that the Chargers have no more team fouls to give, so from here on out, any Mariners player that gets fouled will go straight to the line as the Chargers' 3-point attempt is off. Espenberg grabs her own rebound, the long-range rebound. Bobrovsky Leaves it. Three-point attempt from the Chargers, and that one's good. Madison Houts gets the three-pointer to go. Guyton comes up over half court. Has Reese Manns working on her. Harriet McKenzie calling for the ball in the paint. Gregory driving baseline, throws it off the glass. That one's no good. Skaber with the rebound to Harriet McKenzie. Sorry, to Gregory again. McKenzie gets the rebound. That one can't go either. Rebound Chargers. Michael coming back the other way in transition. Nice move. Can't get the runner to go, though. Skaber comes up with the rebound, comes up over half court, gives it to Guyton down the right side, who drives baseline, throws up a runner. Looks like to get fouled. Renika Guyton's going to take her first trip to the free throw line. Guyton in 21 minutes a game, averaging just about 13 points a game as she gets her first free throw to go. Shooting about 61.1% from the field, from the free throw line, as she gets her second free throw to go. Shooting 26.3% from three-point territory, and just over 35% from the field in general. It's definitely a solid offensive player, but where Renika Guyton makes her mark is definitely on the defensive end on the floor. She's so quick laterally and such a tenacious defender, it makes it hard for opposing guards to get their shots off as the Chargers' three-point marker is off. Another good defensive possession by the Mariners as Lease comes up with the rebound. Lease drives baseline, gets fouled. Lease heading to the free throw line. Ranks third in the PACWEST Women's League in free throw percentage as she knocks down her first free throw. Her free throw percentage sitting around 77% on the year. She gets the second one to go. Also a clutch free throw shooter as well. February 18th against the Douglas College Royals. Very tight game down the stretch. Amber Lee's putting the team on her back, icing the game with clutch free throws down the stretch as Harriet McKenzie gets a monster block inside the interior. Tie up between the Chargers and Mariners is going to go the Mariners' possession as Amber Lease looked to have almost all of her body on the ball. Kira Johnston, who's back in the game, inbounds to Amber Lease. Renika Guyton has it in the corner, drives baseline. Scramble for the rebound. Harriet McKenzie muscles that one and puts it off the glass. Excellent hustle there by Harriet McKenzie from Comox Valley, BC. Chargers. Pass to the corner, gets thrown out of bounds. Mariners coming back the other way. They're trying to feed Reese Manns there, but the Mariners will inbound. Lease comes up over half court. She's immediately double teamed. Kira Johnston gets the mid-range jumper to go off the glass. Beautiful flick of the wrist there from Kay Johnston, one of the fifth-year players being celebrated after this game tonight for VIU Senior Night. Houts dumps it off to Bobrovsky. Thrown into Ware, who tries to drive and gets fouled on her way to the rack. She'll head to the line for 2 free throws with 49 seconds to go. Mariners currently up 9, leading the Chargers 20-11. Ware was fouled by Harriet McKenzie. She picks up her first of the game and then gets subbed out for a breather. Mackenzie Hall checks in for her. Ware can't get the first free throw to go. Cashes in the second one. Kay Johnston rebounds to Lease. Has Ware, who picked her up almost the full length of the court. Lease double teamed as soon as she gets to the perimeter. Kay Johnston. Lease fires from three. That one's no good. Chargers are going to let that one roll out of bounds so they can retain possession. They're going to inbound just in front of their bench with 32.7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Ware comes over half court. Has the tenacious defender Amber Lease on her, who leads the league in steals. Already has one to her name tonight at least. Brinton can't quite get the finish to go as the Mariners come up with the steal. Under 10 seconds to go. Amber Lease gets a screen from Hall. Nice spin move. Takes it to the rack and touches it off the glass. That one just quite rolls out. Rebound Chargers. Ware throws up a full court shot, but that one's no good. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of action. Great start to this game between the VIU Mariners women's basketball team. We're squaring off against the Camosun College Chargers women's basketball team. Mariners coming out to an early 20-12 lead. Harriet McKenzie getting a quick 5 points, making 3 of 4 of her free throws in the first quarter. Renika Guyton adding 4 of her own points, knocking down both of her free throws. Amber Lease added 2 points as well, also contributed with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And for the Chargers, McMillan Stowards knocked in her only 3-pointer of the quarter. Houts knocked down another one as well. She has 3 points as well. Same with Brinton, who's knocked down one of her 3-point field goals. VIU getting an early lead in this game, in large part due to winning the points in the paints battle so far. They lead the Chargers 8-2 in that category, as well as also winning the points off turnovers battle. 4 points to the Chargers 0. Welcome back to the second quarter of action between the VIU Mariners and the Camosun College Chargers women's basketball teams. My name's Austin Height, and Mackenzie Hall coming up with the steal in the paint. Headman to Gregory by Amber Lease. That gets blocked, but she gets her own rebound. Great hustle there by Gregory. Lease takes it baseline and gets fouled hard. She'll go back to the free throw line. Lease, as I mentioned before, ranked 3rd in PACWEST women's basketball free throw shooting, knocking down just about 70% of her free throw shots. She knocks down the first one and is currently 3 of 3 on the game today. Lease knocks down the second free throw. Chargers inbound to Ware. That gets headman to Brinton, but that pass is too high and that goes out of bounds. Mariners to inbound just in front of their bench. Gregory inbounds to Lease, who has Ware on her. Thrown into the corner to CJ Buckets, down to Hall. Nice post move for the score. Beautiful left hand there from Mackenzie Hall. Beautiful footwork as well. Ware throws it down to Brinton. Has CJ Buckets working on her. She lost her footing there. Brinton did, and CJ Buckets tied the ball up. Mariners get possession off of that tie-up. Gregory inbounds to Lease. Thrown to CJ Buckets in the corner. Back up top to Sydney Federley. Back to Amber Lease. Came off an off-ball screen. Gregory down in the post. Beautiful left-handed off the glass by Kayla Gregory from Prince George, BC. Bobrovsky from three-point land. Can't get it to go. Rebound Gregory. Lease drives to the paint. Throws it off the glass. Rebound Chargers. Brinton running in transition. Great speed there. Houts knocks down a three-pointer. It's going to be Houts' second three-pointer of the game so far, as Federley takes one of her own. That one rings off the rim. However, it goes off a Charger player, and Mariners are going to inbound on the Chargers baseline. Mackenzie Hall is going to take his seat, and Chase Johnston checks back into the game. Inbounded to Gregory. Nice left-handed layup off the glass off the inbound play. Excellent execution there by the Mariners. Ware comes up over half court. Has Amber Lease working on her. That gets thrown in the corner to Bobrovsky. Amber Lease is going to take a quick breather as she gets checked in for Renika Guyton. It's an excellent guard 1-2 punch there. Amber Lease and Renika Guyton are both very tenacious defenders for the Mariners. They do an excellent job of earning extra possessions for their team. We're early into this second quarter. Kayla Gregory already having 5 rebounds. Along to go with 6 points. She's made 3 of 5 of her field goals so far this game. Excellent energy from Kayla Gregory, the third-year forward from Prince George, BC. Ware inbounding for the Chargers on the baseline. That gets thrown to Brinton. Giving it back to Ware. Bobrovsky takes a three-pointer. That one's no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Mariners to inbound on their baseline. Gregory inbounds to Guyton. Finds Gregory at the top of the key. Thrown inside to Guyton. With a nice little turnaround hook shot. Excellent footwork execution there by Renika Guyton. Excellent steal there by Chase Johnston as the Chargers try to come back in transition. Guyton gives it to S. Johnston. Gives it to CJ Buckets in the corner. Nice little ankle breaker there. Given to Kayla Gregory, and she nails the mid-range jumper a step inside the key. Mariners winning 32-15 so far. Ware drives into the paint. runs into two Mariner players. I believe Renika Guyton's being called for the foul. It's going to be Guyton's first of the game. Sydney Federley is going to take a breather, while Chloe Skaber, who leads the PACWEST Women's League in three-point field goal percentage, checks into the game. Michael, thrown up top to Bobrovsky. Back up to Michael. Takes a three-pointer. That one's no good. Beautiful pass there by Espenberg to find Michael. Can't convert, though. Guyton over half court. Has wear on her. Nice crossover move. However, she couldn't quite get the handle back on that one after the beautiful crossover, and that one trickles out of bounds. Michael inbounds to Ware. Three-point attempt from the corner from Houts, and that one hits the top of the backboard. Mariners rebound. Guyton comes over half court. Skaber in the corner. Up top for CJ Buckets. Nice pump fake off the triple threat and makes her way to the basket and gets 2 points off the layup. Beautiful pass. Beautiful drive to the basket off the pump fake for CJ Buckets. Michael has it up top. Gives it to Bobrovsky. Over to Espenberg. Over to Ware, who drives baseline. Excellent steal by the Mariners. Espenberg ran right into CJ Buckets there, and S. Johnson picked up the loose ball. Guyton tried to find CJ Buckets. She saves that ball by throwing it off a Chargers player out of bounds. So the Mariners are going to inbound on the Chargers baseline just after this quick timeout. Mariners doing an excellent job of forcing the Chargers to turn the ball over. They're winning the points off turnover battle 10-0 right now. Mariners having only committed 3 turnovers to the Chargers' 8. They're also winning the rebound battle with 20 rebounds to the Chargers' 11. Out of those rebounds, 6 of the Mariners' rebounds are offensive, while the Chargers have 1 offensive rebound. Back to those turnovers, the Mariners also leading the steal category as well. They lead that battle 5-1. Amber Lease, who's back in, is going to inbound for the Mariners on the Chargers baseline. Gregory also back in the game. Mackenzie Cox and Skaber. Skaber takes a 3. That one's no good. Rebound Gregory. Offensive rebound for the Mariners. To Cox, over to Lease, over to Skaber. 8 on the clock, nice crossover, thrown cross court to Cox for 3. That one's no good. Rebound Chargers. Brenton at the perimeter has Lease working on her. That one swung to Michael, who takes a 3-pointer. That one's off the mark. Rebound McMillan Stowards, and that one's tied up. That one's going to stay possession for the Chargers, though. We're going to inbound on the Mariners baseline. Reese Mans to inbound for the Chargers. That gets thrown to Espenberg at the top of the key. Given to Michael at the top. McMillan Stowards gives it to Reese, who's trying to beat the shot clock, throws the layup up. Mariners coming back the other way. Gregory inbounds to Lease, who comes up over half court. Is picked up by Brenton. Skaber for 3. That one's no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Inbound pass picked up by Mackenzie Cox. Given to Amber Lease at the top of the key. With Reese Mans on her. Thrown inside to Chase Johnston, and she kisses it off the glass for the deuce. Inbounded to Mans. To Brinton. Over to Houts. Who has Gregory working on her. Thrown down low to McMillan Stowards. Chloe Skaber tried to go for the steal there and gets called for the foul. Skaber currently sits 11th in the league in steals per game in the PACWEST Women's Basketball League. She's averaging about 1.6 steals a game. Tried to go for the steal there, but gets called for her second foul. Off the inbound pass, Chloe Skaber deflects that one and goes right back out of bounds. Chloe Skaber making shots not falling, which is what she's used to from three-point territory, but still making an impact offensively as she typically does. Brinton tries to drive baseline, stops, leaves it for Michael. That's a ball fake given to Ware. Crossover move, goes off a foot and rolls out of bounds. It's going to be Charger ball yet again with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Ware to inbound for the Chargers. Harriet McKenzie deflecting that inbounds pass out. 1 second remaining on the shot clock. Chargers have to force something up until they get the violation. Chargers making a substitution. Brinton's going to take his seat. Espenberg comes into the game. Espenberg gives it back to Ware. And that's going to be a shot clock violation against the Chargers. Mariners currently leading 36-15 with 3:30 remaining in the first half. Lease comes up over the line, hands it off to Skaber at the three-point line, who drives into the paint and gets called for a travel on that one. Possession Chargers. Ware comes up over the half-court line. Gives it to Houts. Given to Espenberg. To Ware. Tries to drive baseline. Amber Lease gets a hand on it. Gives it to Chase Johnson. Another steal for Amber Lease, who leads the league in steals. Cox gives it to Skaber, who tries again from three, and she knocks it down. Three off the mark for Houts for the Chargers. Rebound Mariners. Skaber, a last possession, getting her first three-pointer of the game to fall. Amber Lease hands it off to Skaber, who tries again from three. That one's off the mark. S. Johnston cleans it up, though, gets the offensive rebound, kisses it off the glass for the Mariners. Ware gets the inbound pass at the perimeter now. Gets called for the charge on Mackenzie Cox. Excellent defensive attention to detail there by the Mariners, specifically Mackenzie Cox on that. That's going to be Ware's third foul of the game. Lease gives it to Skaber on the right side. Back up top to Cox. Lease on the left side gets a screen from Mackenzie to Skaber in the corner for Cox, who takes the three. That one's no good. Rebound Chargers. Kira Johnston gets called for her first foul. Ware with Lease on her, dribbles over half court. Gets screen from McMillan Stowards. McMillan Stowards drives baseline. Great defense there by Harriet McKenzie. Ball gets tied up between Chloe Skaber and Rhiannon Ware. And that one's going to be possession for the Mariners, who inbound on their baseline. Johnston, Kay Johnston to Lease. Gives it to Cox in the right corner. Back up to Skaber up top, who pump fakes, gives it back to Cox. Back up top to Lease. She almost loses it, saves it from going out of bounds or back court. Skaber finds Cox in the corner, who drives and pulls up. McKenzie with the offensive rebound and gets another point. Excellent job by Harriet McKenzie. Ware throws it inside to Howitz. Gets deflected by Harriet McKenzie and gets tied up. McKenzie on that last trip down the floor gets her 6th and 7th point of the game. She's made 2 of 4 field goals, knocking down 3 of 4 of her free throws. She's got 3 rebounds as well, 2 of them offensive. An excellent physical spark plug for the Mariners on the bench. McKenzie, the first-year forward from Comox, BC, definitely has a bright future here at Vancouver Island University. Inbound pass goes to Boot. Kumar leaves it. Chargers got to throw something up for a violation, and excellent defense by the Mariners to force another turnover. They currently lead the Chargers 43-15. 25 seconds remaining in the first half. Lease comes over half court. Skaber in the corner, back up top to Cox. Finds Amber Lease on the right side. Harriet McKenzie comes with the screen to Skaber, to Cox in the corner. Given to Harriet McKenzie. They're giving her some room. She runs up a floater. That one's no good, but Mariners with the rebound. That one was Kay Johnston. Can't get the put back to go, and time runs out on that one. Mariners jumping out to a dominant 43-15 start against the Camosun College Chargers. That's going to do it for the first quarter of play. Just a few brief stats before we take a break here. The Mariners have hit 16 of 42 of their field goals so far today. That's good for 38.1%. Meanwhile, the Chargers have made it 5 of 25. That's 20% from field for field goals. From three-point territory, the Mariners cooled off a little bit. They are going 2 for 12. That's good for 16.7%. The Chargers knocking 4 of 12, a third of their three-point markers. Mariners also being near perfect from the free throw line, knocking down 9 of 10. While the Chargers haven't been to the line as many times, they've knocked down 1 of 2. The Mariners, they had 6 steals in that first half, the Chargers with 1. 10 offensive rebounds for the Mariners as well, while the Chargers have 2. Turnovers, the Chargers have 11, while the Mariners have 4. Mariners also dominating the points in the paint battle. They have 22 points in the paint. Meanwhile, the Chargers only have 2. They're also winning off second chance points. As I mentioned, they're also leading in the offensive rebound category. The Mariners have 10 second chance points, while the Camosun Chargers only have 3. Both teams have yet to score on the fast break. We're going to leave you for a little break here. My name's Austin Height, and we'll meet you back here for the second half of action between the Vancouver Island Mariners women's basketball team and the Camosun College Chargers women's basketball team. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right, folks, welcome back to the second half of action for the Vancouver Island University Mariners playing against the Camosun College Chargers, a little Vancouver Island rivalry game. My name's Austin Height. Mariners have first possession on the first half. Guyton has it in the left corner, back up top to Amber Lease. Given to Kay Johnson. Shot clock winding down, 7 on the clock. Amber Lease trying to find room, dumps it off to S. Johnson. Can't get the left-hand layup to go. Michael with the rebound for the Chargers, coming back in transition. She kisses it off the glass and gets the and one foul. She'll have a chance to get 3 points the old-fashioned way with a lone free throw at the line. Much needed bucket there for the Chargers. Tegan Michael with the excellent layup off the glass in transition. She can't get that and one opportunity to go. Guyton back in transition, drives through the lane. Beautiful kiss off the glass for Renika Guyton. Guyton currently leading the Mariners in points right now with 8. She's 3 of 7 from the field as we speak. Chargers penetrate. Renika Guyton tried to go for the steal. Kumar takes advantage of that mistake by Guyton and fires it home from 3. Lease finds Federley in the corner. Thrown back up to Guyton. Swung over to Lease, who takes a three-pointer of her own, and that one's good. Amber Lease, the fifth-year guard for the Mariners, one of the seniors being celebrated tonight after the game, gets a three-pointer to go. Mariners lead by 28. Kumar with another 3. That's back-to-back threes for Kumar. Lease coming back down. Thrown inside to S. Johnston, who drives baseline and gets stripped by Boot. Immediately fouls the Chargers. Mariners back to the Chargers. They're going to inbound on their baseline. Forsyth comes up over half court, has Guyton working on her. That gets thrown in the corner to Kumar, who has hit back-to-back threes. Calder drives to the rack. Doesn't get the layup to go, but gets fouled. She'll have an opportunity to get 2 at the line. It's going to be Chase Johnson's 3rd foul of the game, and she's going to take a breather, get subbed in for Kayla Gregory from Prince George, BC. Calder averaging just about 2.5 points a game and just over 10 minutes a game. She makes about 20% of her field goals, shooting just under 20% from three-point territory and 50% from the line, from the free throw line, as she can't get the free throws to go. Amber Lease running out in transition with great speed, finds Federley in the corner, who knocks it down for the Mariners. Federley splashes from 3, putting the Mariners up 51-23. Beautiful pass in transition. Chargers can't get the bucket to go. Guyton with the rebound, running out in transition. Fires up a runner just inside the foul line. That gets blocked, but she gets her own rebound. Thrown to Federley in the corner. Screen from Gregory. Lease from 3. Can't quite get it to go. Gregory with the rebound. That one gets tied up. Gregory lost the handle on the rebound there, and she gets called for the foul. She fouls Julia Forsyth. Substitution here for the Chargers. Morgan Booth looks like she's going to take a breather. Amber Lease checks back into the game. My apologies, it's not Morgan Booth who's coming off for the Chargers. It's Julia Forsyth who's coming in who's being replaced, by Reese Mans. Mans inbounds to Michael. Back to Reese, who has Guyton working on her. Guyton out there with Lease, the guard pair. Pair of tenacious defenders for the Mariners. Have already been wreaking havoc against the Chargers. A lot of extra possessions for the Mariners in this one. Kumar tries to throw it inside. Michael gets fouled as she puts the ball back up. It was before she picked up the ball, before the gather though, so it's going to be a team foul that's going to put the ball in the Chargers' hands on the baseline for the inbound. Reese. Inbounds. Chargers can't get the shot clock violation. Excellent defensive possession there by the Mariners, putting pressure on the Chargers, not giving them any room to create a shot for themselves as time was running down on the shot clock. Kira Johnston inbounds to Amber Lease. Guyton in the corner gets the ball. Kay Johnson with a nice screen for Guyton. Thrown in the corner to Amber Lease, who takes another three-pointer, and that one's good. Amber Lease, the trigger finger three-pointer. She gets another one to go. That's 2 out of her last 3 makes in three-point territory. Reese gives it to Michael up top. Michael throws it inside. Chargers get the bucket to go. Morgan Boot. Excellent kiss off the glass inside for Boot. Guyton in the right corner for the Mariners. Back up top to Federley. Lease pump fakes the 3. Throws the floater up, and that one rattles off the rim. Gets thrown out of bounds. Last touch by the Mariners. Chargers to inbound on their own baseline. Harriet McKenzie from Comox Valley, BC, checking into the game yet again. Very good friends with my sister, who's sitting next to me today, joining me on her 19th birthday. So happy birthday to Samantha. Very happy to see you. It's been too long. Thanks so much for coming. Michael to inbound for the Chargers on their baseline. Lease and Guyton on them like white on rice. Kumar being hounded by Amber Lease. That gets thrown to Espenberg, who knocks down the three-pointer. Beautiful touch there by Chelsea Espenberg. Federley has it in the corner as Kumar working on her. Thrown up top to Guyton. Amber Lease from 3. That one can't quite go in. Rebound Espenberg for the Chargers. Outlet pass gets deflected by Lease and knocked out of bounds. The Chargers will retain possession. Chloe Skaber coming into the game yet again. She's going to take Sydney Federley's place. Inbounded to Forsyth. Drives baseline and gets the left-handed touch off the glass for the deuce. Beautiful layup there by Julia Forsyth. Skaber in the right corner. Cross court pass to Renika Guyton, who fires from 3. That one hits the rim. Rebound Gregory. Finds Skaber at the top of the key. Over to Lease on the right side. Beautiful pump fake. And she gets fouled on the way to the rack. Excellent execution and deception and footwork by Amber Lease. She's been pretty hot from 3, making 2 of 4 into the opening moments of the second half. Chargers know she's hot from three-point land right now. They jump on the pump fake and gives Amber Lease all the room she needs to make it to the rack as she knocks down her first free throw. Lease knocks down the second. She's been perfect from the free throw line today. Definitely nothing new for Lease as she is top 3 in the league in free throw percentage, sitting at just around 77%, which is bound to go up after tonight's performance. As Michael for the Chargers sprays from three-point land. Beautiful corner 3 there by Tegan Michael. Thrown inside to Harriet McKenzie. She gets fouled. No call by the ref, but she gets the running layup to go. Excellent finesse touch there by Harriet McKenzie. Forsyth out in transition, takes it to the rack, can't get it to go. Foul on the play. Morgan Boot getting her second foul of the game on the loose ball there. Mariners to inbound on their baseline. Renika Guyton's going to take a breather here. She is subbed out for CJ Buckets. Lease over half court has Kumar working on her. Gregory with the screen. Amber Lease kicks out to Skaber into the corner for CJ Buckets, who fires from three. Rebound Mariners. Harriet McKenzie gets the putback layup to go. McKenzie's been on fire today for the Mariners. Has 5 rebounds to her name and 11 points, knocking down 4 of 7 shots. Near perfect from the free throw line, knocking down 3 of 4. Not only is Harriet McKenzie an extremely physical player on the court, adds much needed tenacity on both ends of the floor for the Mariners. She has an incredible touch for the fundamentals as well. A very sound offensive and defensive player to couple beautifully with her physicality. Skaber gets into the lane. Loose ball as she threw a shot up. That gets knocked around a bit. Bit of discussion on whose ball it should be. Refs decide Chargers. Mariners currently up 60-33 with just under 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ware comes up over the line. Has Lease working on her. Gets a screen from Michael. Thrown to Kumar, who takes a three with a hand in her face. That one's no good. Excellent defense there by CJ Buckets. Another three from Espenberg this time is no good. McKenzie with the rebound, gives it to Lease. Finds CJ Buckets in the corner. Nice pump fake there. And drives to the lane and touches it off the glass with the right hand for the deuce. CJ Buckets, excellent footwork to go with the beautiful pump fake there. Had Morgan Boot looking for a map on that play. Kumar gives it to Ware. Drive to the lane. Beautiful footwork. Can't get the layup to go, though, as she is fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. Excellent attack there by Rhiannon Ware. Couple of substitutions. Michael and Boot are going to take a breather. Bobrovsky is going to come into the game, along with Houts. Ware, with a silky smooth finger roll, gets the first free throw to go. Ware gets the second free throw to go. Beautiful looking release on Ware there. Left-handed shot. Looks great when the ball leaves her hands. Cox leaves it for Skaber, who drives into the lane, gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. Beautiful drive there by Chloe Skaber. She's currently got 3 points, an assist and a rebound to her name. Currently leads the PACWEST Women's Basketball League in 3-point percentage. Is also 9th in overall field goal percentage with 39.9. Comparing the field goal percentage and 3-point percentage stats, reading in between the lines there, Chloe Skaber is predominantly a 3-point shooter, but doing an excellent job of driving the lanes. Chargers definitely reading the scouting report as Houts misfires from 3. Tie-up is going to go the Chargers' way. But like I was saying, Chloe Skaber doing a good job of understanding that the Chargers have read the scouting report, know that she's a three-point sniper, using pump fakes and footwork to get to the basket, earning herself some trips to the free throw line. Espenberg is three-pointers off for the Chargers. Rebound goes off the Mariners yet again. So with 6 seconds on the shot clock, the Chargers are going to inbound. Espenberg in the corner, has Skaber working on her. Throws up a running hook with the left hand, and that one's no good. I think one of the Mariners got a finger on that. It didn't make it to the basket, and it rolls out of bounds. Julia Forsyth is coming into the game. She'll take Kumar's place for the Chargers. Mariners currently up 62-35. Cox swung to Skaber, swung to CJ Buckets. Thrown down inside to Harriet, who spins baseline. Immediately gets the attention of two Chargers players and gets fouled immediately. She'll head back to the line. Harriet McKenzie has had quite the start for the Mariners so far in this game. She has 11 points to her name and 5 rebounds. A couple of those are offensive. And as she makes the first free throw, she's been hot from free throw territory as well. That's her 4th out of 5 makes. Has also made 4 of 7 of her field goals. She makes the second. It's going to be Mackenzie's 13th point as Espenberg can't hit from 3. Skaber with the rebound, who takes it in transition herself, is up over half court. Fakes the pass to CJ Buckets, driving to the lane. CJ Buckets is open though from 3, and she fires it home. CJ Buckets with the 3-point clip for another 3 points for the Mariners, who lead 67-35. But a minute 5 remaining. Rebound Gregory off the Julia Forsyth layup miss. Skaber gives it to Mackenzie Cox in the corner. Back to Skaber. Back to CJ Buckets, who has Espenberg on her. Down on the baseline to Gregory. Mackenzie heads it up top. Throws up a floater. That one's good. Beautiful finesse touch there by Harriet McKenzie from Comox Valley, BC. Ware in transition goes off the glass and gets fouled. Excellent attack there by Rhiannon Ware, who's going to head back to the line. Ware has yet to make one of her field goals in this game, but is near perfect from the free throw line, knocking down 3 of 4. Also has 4 rebounds to her name as she knocks down the first free throw. Both teams have been in the bonus, so they have no more team fouls to give. So for the rest of the 32.7 seconds, any player who gets fouled will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 shots as Ware knocks down the second. She's been automatic from the free throw line today. Inbounded to Mackenzie Cox, who has Ware working on her. Ware so quick laterally, doing an excellent job of picking up the Mariners guards full court as Skaber gets fouled on her way to the basket. Excellent cut there by Chloe Skaber, who's going back to the free throw line. Skaber can't get the first free throw to go. A little bit of an off-shooting night from what we're used to from Chloe Skaber, but that's definitely okay because the Mariners have also been playing well, and Chloe Skaber has definitely been impacting on other aspects of the floor. She gets the second free throw to go. She's been an absolute thorn in the side of the Chargers guards as Harriet McKenzie comes up with a steal, who's running in transition. Finds CJ Buckets. McKenzie gets the rebound, puts it back off the glass, and finishes it for the deuce as time starts to run out. Harriet McKenzie ends the quarter for the Mariners with another 2 points It's going to be her 14th and 15th point of the night. She has been on fire today, making 5 of 6 of her free throws, 6 of 9 from the field overall, has 6 rebounds to her name. I believe 3 or 4 of them are offensive rebounds. The Mariners going into the fourth quarter of play up 72-37. Despite a bit of a lopsided score right now, the Camosun College Chargers have done an excellent job of bringing energy into this game. They've battled hard with the Mariners, and it just hasn't worked out for them so far. Couple of statistics before we go into the fourth quarter. Mariners still dominating the Chargers in the paint. They lead the points in the paints battle 32-8. They've also dominated points off turnovers battle as well. VIU scoring 19 off turnovers, while Camosun has yet to score off the turnovers. The Mariners also winning the second chance points battle 17-3. Also going into the fourth quarter, neither team has scored on the fast break yet. A lot of more set offense, running their offensive sets, using the shot clock a bit more. All right, folks, welcome back to the fourth quarter of action between the Vancouver Island Mariners women's basketball team playing against the visiting Camosun College Chargers. My name is Austin Height, and welcome back to the fourth quarter of action. The Mariners have hopped into the fourth quarter with a 72-37 lead. Mackenzie Cox gets the inbound pass from Kayla Gregory. CJ Buckets gives it to Kayla Gregory, takes the free throw line, mid-range jumper, and that's good for 2. Houts gives it to Espenberg, who throws it inside to McMillan Stowards. That one almost gets picked off, but Espenberg gets it back and puts it up and gets fouled. Espenberg will have a chance for 2 points at the line. In just about 24 minutes a game, Espenberg is averaging just under 13 points per game. She makes about 39% of her field goals and about 36.6% of her three-point field goals. She's also pretty deadly from the free throw line as well, knocking down 75% as she gets 1 of 2 to go from the line on that trip. Cox gets the inbound pass from Hall. That's given to CJ Buckets in the corner. Given to Haley Tate on the perimeter, who takes a 3. That one's off. First shot of the game there for Haley Tate. Great look there. And she gets the tie-up off of the rebound. That's going to go back to the Chargers, though. Excellent hustle from Haley Tate, who makes her first appearance in this game. Chargers have it in the corner. Espenberg tried to spin baseline, but that one goes out of bounds, I believe. My apologies. Chase Johnson picking up her 4th foul of the game. Chargers to inbound on the baseline. Chase Johnson gets the steal and is running out in transition. Gets the left-hand layup to go off the glass. Forsyth hounded by CJ Buckets at the perimeter. Boot. Loses a step there. Haley Tate comes up with the loose ball. Haley Tate has Forsyth working on her. Given to Mackenzie Cox, who throws up a running floater. That one goes off the glass and can't quite go in. Rebound Chargers. Houts in the right corner. Has CJ Buckets working on her. Thrown up top to McMillan Stowards. Thrown down low to Boot. Was Mackenzie Hall guarding her. Thrown outside to Howitz, who fires a three. That one's no good. Hall with the rebound for the Mariners. Given to Cox, who's running out in transition. It's given to CJ Buckets in the left corner. Thrown to Hall. Takes a mid-range jumper. Gets her own rebound. Takes it to the rack. And a block by McMillan Stowards for the Chargers. Excellent defensive execution for the Chargers to keep the surging Mariners offense at bay. Thrown outside to McMillan Stowards, who can't get her three-pointer to go. Cox comes over the line. Has Brinton working on her. Haley Tate has Forsyth. Given to Chase Johnston with the shot clock winding down to Gregory. Sorry, to Hall, who can't get the right-handed scoop layup to go. Chargers running out in transition and a foul. Howitz. Excellent job getting out in transition, pushing the pace, making sure the Mariners are honest defensively, and she catches them, and she goes down hard, gets fouled on the play, so she'll go to the line. Looks to be okay, though. Took a second to get up. Couple of substitutions for the Mariners. Cox and Hall are going to take a bit of a breather. Amber Lease is going to come back in the game, along with Kiara Johnston. The Johnston sisters, along with Lease, who are all on the floor right now, are three of the seniors being honored tonight after the game for the VIU Mariners Senior Women's Night. As Howitz gets the first free throw to fall. Also gets the second to go. Howitz averaging just under 10 points a game in about 21 minutes. Knocks down about 30% of her field goals, 30% of her threes, and almost 68% of her free throws. Amber Lease swung to CJ Buckets for Haley Tate in the corner. Can't get that three-pointer to go. Amber Lease with the diving rebound given to Kiara Johnston. That one's no good. Chase Johnston gives it back to Amber Lease. Back to Haley Tate at the top of the perimeter. To CJ Buckets, who takes a long three. That one's no good for the Mariners. Rebound Chargers. Kumar gives it to McMillan Stowards. Has it in the post. Leaves it for Bobrovsky, who takes it to the rack and gets fouled, I believe, by Chase Johnston, who looks like she's running to the bench. It's going to be Chase Johnston's fifth foul of the game. So Mackenzie Hall is going to come back and take Chase Johnston's place. Bobrovsky gets those free throws to go. Headman Amber Lease, beautiful pass to Mackenzie Hall. Excellent defense, though, by the Chargers. They collapsed on Hall in the paint there. He went for the layup. Forsyth tried to run out in transition. She thought she got fouled. The refs say no on that one. A couple more substitutions, one for either team. Cox is going to come back in the game for the Mariners. Believe Ware coming in back into the game for the Chargers. Forsyth finds Kumar in the corner. Leaves that one. for McMillan Stowards. Back up top to Bobrovsky. Muscles her way down into the paint. Excellent pressure there by the Mariners. But Bobrovsky gets fouled. It's going to be a foul against Mackenzie Cox. That's going to be her second of the game. Harriet McKenzie from Comox Valley, BC, comes back into the game for Kira Johnston. Harriet McKenzie's been an absolute force for the Mariners on both ends of the floor tonight. She currently leads the Mariners with 17 points, making 6 of 9 of her shots, making 5 of 6 of her 3 free throws, and has 6 rebounds, 4 of them offensive to her name. Cox comes over the line, over half-court line. Has Forsyth working on her, gets doubled by Kumar. Thrown to Harriet McKenzie, who gives it up top to CJ Buckets. Thrown inside to Mackenzie Hall. That one's a little bit too far ahead of her and is going to go out of bounds. Camosun to inbound on their baseline. Forsyth up over half court. Has Cox working on her. That's given back to Ware. My apologies, that's not Ware. That is Ella Calder. Couldn't necessarily see because her ponytail is in the way of the back of her number. Bobrovsky, her layup is no good. Hall comes up with the rebound for the Mariners. Cox running out in transition. Finds CJ Buckets in the corner, who's covered by Kumar. Thrown cross court to Haley Tate. Given to Harriet McKenzie. Pump fakes, drives into the lane. Right off the glass for Harriet McKenzie. She's got 19 with just under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer for the Chargers is good. Bobrovsky. Beautiful flick of the wrist there by the Chargers guard. Forward, sorry. Cox comes up over the line, finds Haley Tate in the corner. Bobrovsky tried to intercept it in the passing lane, deflected the ball out of bounds, so the Mariners are going to inbound on the sideline across from their bench. Renika Guyton coming back into the game after a long rest. CJ Buckets taking a breather. Guyton to inbound. Finds Cox, swung to Tate, down low to McKenzie, gets fouled on the layup, and will go to the line for 2. She hasn't only been hot from the floor, has also been hot from the free throw line as well. As I mentioned, making 5 of 6 of her free throw shots. She knocks down the first one. Beautiful flick of the wrist there from Harriet McKenzie. She knocks down the second one as well. In just about 14 and a half minutes per game, McKenzie's averaging just under 11 points. She's made an astonishing 54.7% of her field goals. Doesn't take many three-pointers, hasn't taken one yet this season, but makes just over 34% of her free throws. Going back to that field goal percentage would definitely be in line with the league leaders, but hasn't played enough games to qualify for the individual statistics leaderboard. Renika Guyton finds McKenzie on the baseline, finds it to Hall inside. Forsyth gets a hand on it, and that is tied up. Possession stays for the Mariners. Cox inbounds to Guyton at the top. It takes the three-pointer. That one's good. Renika Guyton. Excellent shot there from Renika Guyton. She's got 11 points in the game so far. Chargers from 3. That one's good. Allison Bobrovsky Beautiful shot from three-point territory. She's got 7 points of 2 of 3 from three-point territory. Renika Guyton gets the steal. Harriet McKenzie drives baseline. She gets fouled on the way to the rack and will go back to the free throw line. McKenzie cashes the first free throw. Cashes the second as well. Oh my goodness, she's been near perfect from the line so far today. Michael from 3 for the Chargers, knocks it down. Excellent three-pointer from Tegan Michael. Haley Tate in the corner for the Mariners. That one's good. An absolute barrage from the Mariners, who currently lead by 38 with just 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by the Mariner. Deflection there by Mackenzie Cox, I believe. And the Chargers are going to inbound just in front of their bench. Bobrovsky in the corner, covered by McKenzie. Michael gets past Guyton. Back up top. Three-point marker is good for Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky is now into double figures with 10 points. She's 3 of 4 from the three-point line. Also has 1 rebound to her name as well. Forsyth to inbound for the Chargers, just in front of their bench. Mackenzie Cox comes up with the steal, running out in transition. Gets the right-handed layup to go and takes a hard fall. Excellent job there on both ends of the floor by Mackenzie Cox. Chargers coming back the other way. Forsyth thrown inside to Bobrovsky, who gets the running floater to go with the right hand. Beautiful footwork and silky finger touch there by Bobrovsky. Mariners coming back in transition, kicked out to Cox, who runs into the lane. Forsyth gets a hand on it. It's going to be a foul called. Cox is going to head to the free throw line for the Mariners, as she was fouled after she picked up / gathered the ball. She'll head to the line for 2 free throws. It's going to be a quick timeout here. My apologies, the foul on Cox is not sending her to the free throw line. I definitely thought it was. She picked up the ball as she was going to try and lay it in before she was fouled. Little technical malfunction on the score clock was just being fixed. About a minute and a half to go left in the fourth quarter. Forsyth gives it to Michael, throws it in the corner to Calder. Finds Bobrovsky inside, who finishes with a tough layup. Had multiple defenders all over her. Excellent job there by Calder. Guyton, with that quick footwork, has Michael working on her. Cox on the right side, wing. Guyton from three. That one's off the mark. Rebound to Calder. Just under a minute now. Michael in the corner for Forsyth, who knocks it down. The Camosun College Chargers getting some life here down the stretch. Have made a number of shots to close that gap a bit. And are trying to keep up the intensity on the other end of the floor as well. However, Michael getting her first foul of the game for the Chargers. Mariners are not in the bonus yet. They have one more team foul to give as Haley Tate drove to the basket, couldn't get the running floater to go. Harriet McKenzie grabs another offensive rebound and is hounded by three Chargers and gets fouled on the way up. She'll go back to the line. Harriet having herself a night. 23 points, 7 rebounds. About 5 of them are offensive rebounds. She's made 7 of 12 of her field goals. Near perfect from the line, making 9 of 10 of her free throws with a chance for 2 more with 22.7 seconds remaining. She can't get the friendly shooter's roll to go on that one. Can't get the second one to go either. Michael with the rebound for the Chargers. Throws it cross court to Mans. Back to Michael. Back to Calder. It's going to be a foul here against the Mariners. Mackenzie Hall getting called for a foul. The push in the back. It's going to be her first personal foul. Michael makes the first free throw. Michael, second in her team in scoring today as she gets the second free throw to go. She's got 12 now, making 4 of 8 of her field goals. Making 3 of 4 free throws. She's also has 3 rebounds and 5 assists to her name as time runs down. And the VIU Mariners women's basketball team dominate this one against the Camosun College Chargers. They win this one 90-62. Standout performance tonight, in my opinion, was Harriet McKenzie from Comox Valley, BC. She rings in 23 points, 7 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. She knocked down 7 of 12 of her shots and 9 of 12 of her free throws. What a night for Harriet McKenzie from Comox Valley, BC. There's a couple of fans in the stands, as well as her father, Colin, who's watching in the stands today. I can't see with the mask, but I can see in his cheekbones, it looks like he's been smiling all night. Excellent feeling there for Harriet McKenzie and her family, and an excellent game for the Mariners in general. Thank you so much to the Camosun College Chargers women's basketball team for coming down and having an excellent game here against the Mariners. We appreciate it very much. And stick around for a little bit if you would like to see the senior night for the women's team. 3 members of the VIU Mariners women's team are being honored for their services throughout the years for the Mariners squad. Guard Amber Lease and forwards Kiara Johnston and Chase Johnston will be honored momentarily. And then after that, we'll get right back and ready for the men's basketball matchup between the men's team from Camosun. My name's been Austin Height, and thank you so much for joining us, and we'll leave the broadcast on for senior night and see you for the men's game. Thanks so much.
Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. Just going to quickly recognize three real special individuals that have been in our program for a long time. I'm going to read from a script because I got no chance of getting through it otherwise. So it'll be hopefully short and sweet. Do my best. We're going to start with Amber Lease. Can I get David up here? David and Em, I think. And her little American sister, Emma, are represent. Amber Lease, the little pepper pot, the little engine that could, ultra competitive, nightmare on the court, an absolute gem of a young lady off it. Amber completed her business admin degree last year, and we, forever grateful she decided to return for her final year of eligibility and add an events management certificate to her resume. On top of that, she started her master's online, is heavily involved in the community and student leadership here at VIU campus. She's special. Never stops trying to be a better version of herself, which is what I preach to my players every day. What an example and role model she's been for our younger players. David, I thank you for your support, my friend. I know it's been challenging at times, but it's a true indication of the man you are and the support you will have, or Amber will have, in her corner as she moves forward. You're a good man. Special shout out back to her parents, Vic and Joy, for putting their trust in me and allowing this young, amazing daughter to come fly with us up north. Vic, I promise you I'll get you out on the boat fishing one day, my friend. Amber's from Klamath Falls, Oregon, raised in a sports-minded family with local legend Joy, her mother, as her basketball coach. She then played her first 2 years at perennial JUCO-powered Lane Community College. I was a late hire the year before, and now it was time to add my wrinkle to an already solid core. As a defensive-minded coach, I was on the search for someone that could pressure the ball, a little pest that could play. A winner, a competitor at the highest level. First time I saw Amber live, I knew I found the piece that I had so desired. Ended up a pretty good match, I'd say. A storied 3-year career at VIU, leading our program to now a 52-2 record during league play. Also leading us to back-to-back PACWEST championships, and we seek a three-peat next week. A 4th place finish in a national tournament, and a what if in the other one that was canceled last minute. Currently, a 2-time All-Canadian, a 2-time PACWEST First All-Star, a PACWEST Tournament MVP, and I'm sure there's more coming. Endless energy, tough, feisty, a leader, talented, refuse to lose attitude. Amber Lease, thanks. Amber, thanks for taking a chance on an adventure to play in another country. I remember sitting down our first year chatting about where we envisioned this program going together in our time. I'd say by working together, we've done a pretty good job checking that box, but still some unfinished business. While we've had our moments of disagreement, we've grown together. From me telling you what to run, to you telling me you got it, to now she gives me the stop sign. While some coaches may be offended by that, I view it as a beautiful thing, a trust and confidence between coach and player. Amber Lease, you have challenged me to be an even better coach, so thank you. Please know your first home and your first family in Canada will always be your home and always your family in Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, our adopted American, number 2, Amber Lease.
like me just needs infinity. Take your time to trust in me, and you will find infinity. Infinity.
I need the Johnston family up here. Shannon Clay, if you could roll up. We're going to start with Chase Johnston, a.k.a. Chasey. Chase has technically only used 4 years of eligibility. Just saying. My arrival 2017, by all indications, I had myself an athlete. A fairly raw athlete that was working a way back from ACL surgery. A young lady who has now become talented, one of the most talented and explosive players in the league, if not the country. Chase redshirted her first year after a knee injury early in exhibition. She returned mid-season the following year and has now played 4 seasons. Well, parts of, for me. I am still taken back by her growth as not only a player, but a person. A straight A student that will graduate with her kinesiology degree this year. As mentioned, she still has 1 year of eligibility left, so you never know. And don't think I haven't tried and won't continue to try. Chase laughs it off, but I don't think her knees and the rest of her body, for that matter, find it all that funny. Chase has grown from a very shy, quiet young lady to a mature, much more confident young woman. Even building up the nerve to come back at me if she feels in the right. How dare her. It is fantastic, actually, in my opinion, that as that confidence is the key to her growth. She comes from an amazing and supportive family. Shannon Clay is parents of athletes. I'm not sure you could ever do it any better. These two, Chase and Kira, have been followed and supported all over North America by their parents. Thank you for being an amazing example to your girls, because in return, they've been amazing examples for our program and our upcoming players. Chase hails from Salt Spring Island. Yep, Scorpion. As mentioned, Chase has had to battle several injuries over time, but that has not stopped her from becoming a dominant player in many ways. Despite injuries, she kept working, pushing, rep after rep, developing the basics, and then I challenged her to go one step further with her athleticism and explosiveness. The biggest challenge I had with Chase was getting her to believe and understand how good she was and how good she could be. I remember an individual meeting. I think it was probably our 2nd year. I said to her, "Do you realize how good you are? Like, do you have any idea? With your athleticism, I believe you can be one of the best in the country." She looked at me in her crazy, humble way. Then I followed it up. Please trust me. More importantly, believe in yourself. I knew I had to challenge her to come outside of her comfort zone. I gradually pushed her to play with more fire, more fight. Then it clicked. That year, she was a league all-star, MVP of the PACWEST championships, averaged 20 points, 10 rebounds at the national championship against the best of the best. Closing ceremonies at those nationals in St. Foy, Quebec. With all the athletes on the court, I went over, I put my arm around her, and I simply said, "Do you believe me now?" It's a moment I will never, ever forget. Chase, I'm not sure what lies ahead, but I know we have some unfinished business. It's been an honor and an absolute blessing to be your coach. I'll cherish our remaining 5 games together. Thank you for all your contributions to this program, both on and off the court. gonna miss you more than you know. Maybe play out the last, and sister joined you on coaching staff? Just saying. Number 12, Chase Johnson. Keeks signed up. Kira Johnson, otherwise known as Keeks. Kira has played a full 5 years at VIU over a 6-year span. She has grown from a freshman who rarely touched the floor to a starter, leader, captain of our team. Kira is the epitome of we over me. We win games because of Kira Johnson. It's that simple. We take pride in our defense and making teams uncomfortable, and that revolves around that young lady right there. Kira will also graduate with a kin degree and will do so with one of the highest GPAs, 1 year winning the top overall academic athlete. She'll be returning next year as an assistant coach just to beat her twin sister up one more year. Oh, wait, sorry. Just was daydreaming there for a sec. But you can kind of see how hard it's going to be for me to let these two young ladies go. Kira's a dedicated student, player, competitor, and teammate. Again, I feel this is learned behavior. For example, Shannon and Clay have laid the foundation, and that foundation, my friends, is pretty frickin' rock solid. Keeks, obviously a former surfing herself, from beautiful Salt Spring Island. Started her career at VIU as a wing player, and a very intense, physical, competitive wing that was really struggling to find her game at the next level. My first year, late arrival, she remained on the wing, coming off the bench, getting a handful of minutes here and there. Something changed. I had a moment, and it doesn't happen often. I wanted and I needed Keeks compete in defense on the court more. I got it. We'll move her to the front court. But wait, she's only 5'9". Yeah, but she's tough as nails, strong, physical, enjoys contact. As a coach, you're always looking to put players in a position to succeed, then hope it works out. Well, after a bit of convincing, I'd say we hit the jackpot on this one. Kira Johnston became a mainstay in our front court, eventually a starter that would lock down the other team's best offensive forward, rebound like a champion, and chip in a few buckets here and there. These traits often go unnoticed by the common fan, but they don't go unnoticed by these fans. We have simply won games because of Kira, and in some cases, she didn't score. She sacrificed and did her job and fulfilled her role for the good of our team and our success. That, my friends, is a leader. How can you impact the game when you're not scoring? I always ask my players. The answer's standing right there. You consistently take the other team's best player out of the game. In some cases, no joke, she's made them tap out and ask for subs. We notice. We appreciate your sacrifice. We're not who we are in so many ways without you and your presence, both on and off the court. 5 games to remain together, unfinished business to tend to. I've loved our time together and look forward to staying in touch. Whatever it is you decide to do, you will succeed. Your compete and fight to have an impact will not allow anything but success moving forward. I look forward to my visits to Salt Spring Island over the coming years to catch up with you and the rest of the Johnson family. I love you all. It's been a dream to coach your daughters. Number 10, Kira Johnson.
Mariner fans, one more time. Amber Lease, Chase Johnston, Kira Johnston. Thank you very much, fans, for joining us for that grad recognition ceremony. A big thank you as well to the Camosun Chargers for the patience as we brought that all together. Fans, grab some food and drink at the concession stand. We're about 15 minutes away from PACWEST men's basketball island rivalry. Camosun Chargers, VIU 1 and 2 in the conference. We'll get that going very soon. Thank you again for your support of PACWEST basketball action here at the VIU gym.
A freak like me just needs infinity.